People learned how to build large and complex objects long time ago. Most of them can be assembled and disassembled on-site. However, there is such equipment that can only be assembled in specially equipped workshops. And this means that these huge mechanisms have to be transported. In these cases, transportation becomes a complex project involving special equipment, specialized vehicles, and teams of professionals. So that's 8 of the greatest shipments in human history. Here we go. First, transportation magnet muon G2. In summer 2013, the team of muon G2 successfully transported a magnet with a diameter of 15 meters. The transportation took 35 days and 5,150 kilometers of travel by land and sea. The giant electromagnet is a central part of the experiment to investigate the properties of muon subatomic particles that exist in the region of only 2.2 millionth fraction of a second. For maximum safety, the magnet was transported by using a specially adapted truck and a metal support weighing 45 tons. The $25 million shipment was a complex and delicate operation involving several teams of scientists from different countries. Second, transportation of the Endeavour shuttle. The American shuttle made its last flight to Los Angeles to become a museum piece after almost 20 years of flight. Shuttle, after 185 million kilometers in space, has landed at Los Angeles International Airport in the back of the Boeing 747 specially prepared for this occasion. And then, at an extremely unusual low speed, it made a carefully planned trip to its destination on the streets of the city. It took it to cut down about 400 trees and cut off several power lines to clear the way for a 78-ton vehicle. The road took 2 days and 19 kilometers, after which the shuttle arrived to the State Museum of California. Third, mirrors for the world's largest telescope. A team of astronomers, engineers, police and heavy transport specialists transported 2 mirrors of the giant telescope from the University of Arizona to the top of Monte Cristo in Esmeralda County at a height of 3,190 meters. This operation took 5 months of preparation. 2 mirrors weighing 16 tons and a steel case to carry them weighing 33 tons were loaded on a tow and traveled 196 kilometers at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. The trip lasted 2 days, for which the roads were blocked and the whole world was waiting for news about the construction of the world's largest telescope. The tugboat was mounted on 48 wheels, each with its own independent hydraulic system to maintain its vertical position during the 47 kilometers journey on a winding mountain road. Fourth, gas turbine Harriet. The Harriet is the largest turbine in the world, weighing 747 at a full load, the size of a football field and weighing 800 tons. Combined with a steam turbine, Harriet can generate enough electricity to power 600,000 homes in France. The turbine has traveled more than 330 kilometers from the plant in the French town of Belfort to its new home in the power plant. The transportation was carried out in several stages. All equipment was 110 meters long and 6 meters wide. The central container carrying the 400-ton turbine went on 2 platforms, each consisting of 14 axes arranged in 3 rows. The team had to check each bend of the road to ensure the safe passage of the accompanying vehicles. Fifth, nuclear reactor. The company in Saudi Arabia needed to transport the 1,048-ton reactor to a distance of 1,100 kilometers along steep slopes and narrow roads. The reactor was transported on 2 hydraulic trailers with 10 engines. To overcome each hill, 6 trucks were driven in front of the load and 4 trucks were driven behind each other for maximum safety. The trucks and trailers were connected mechanically, which increased traction and braking power, but limited maneuverability. It is expected that in the near future it will be possible to transport over 2,000 tons of cargo over long distances using just one truck at the front of the cargo and one truck at the rear. Mammoth has started to develop a new heavy vehicle called a helper trailer. The use of these hydraulic tugboats reduces the number of trucks needed for traction and direction to one. The travel speed with this new helper trailer is increased fivefold. In addition, a single truck driver who controls the entire transport system virtually eliminates errors in information transmission when coordinating transport. Sixth, the Bagger 288 is the world's largest rotary excavator. It is a gear-wheeled excavator and a mobile mining machine for working outdoors. It is the largest excavator in the world with a height of almost 100 meters and a length of 2.5 football fields. It is so huge that it requires 5 drivers to drive it. In February 2001, the excavator completely finished coal mining in one mine and moved to another mine at a distance of 22 kilometers. As it turned out, it would be cheaper to move the whole machine than to dismantle it and then reassemble it. But there were some obstacles encountered during transportation. It took more than 33 weeks to reach the destination, which was 22 kilometers long. We had to cross the river, the highway, the railway and several motorways at a speed of 10 meters per minute. The transportation cost almost $6.5 million and required the efforts of a team of 70 workers. The transportation was carried out using 12 systems on the electrically driven track chain, and it also required the alignment of 200,000 cubic meters of gravel and mud to make the trip smooth and without damage. In addition, in some areas, it was necessary to plant special grass on the ground to smooth the passage. 7th. Troll A offshore platform. Troll A offshore oil platform is the tallest mobile structure ever built. It is 472 meters high, but most of it is submerged in the sea. It holds the record of the heaviest object that a man has transported by water from the construction site to the installation site. The structure, weighing approximately 700,000 tons, was transported from shore to its destination 80 kilometers from the Norway city of Bergen. To transport the waterline, the structure was attached to the center of gravity using air tanks and floats, allowing half of the platform to be in the water and half on the surface. 10 powerful tugboats moved the structure to its destination at a speed of 1 knot, 1.8 kilometers per hour, which took 5 days for the entire journey. Upon arrival, the platform was submerged to the bottom and the base was buried 36 meters into the sea bottom. Since its launch, the Troll platform has been producing 10% of Europe's gas consumption. 8th. Balwinkle oil platform. Although this facility was transported quite a long time ago, back in 1988, we simply could not but mention it, all because the height of the Balwinkle oil platform is 416 meters. It is higher than the Statue of Liberty and the Eiffel Tower combined. The scale of the project to deliver the platform to the Gulf of Mexico is difficult to even realize. After all, the weight of the platform was 49.4 thousand tons. The destination was an oil field located 260 kilometers southwest of the city of New Orleans. When the oil platform was assembled, its height was incredible 529 meters. Write your comments. Which one of these operations hit you the most? Subscribe, because here you will find a lot of interesting facts, as well as a lot of positive and tons of useful information. Unusual world. Creative, different, curious.